Hey everybody, I was asked to take a few pictures of my shop so my dad, who can't get around, can kind of see where I spend a lot of my time. So instead of doing that, I thought I'd take a video instead. Let's see a lot more in a video than pictures. So here we are. It's nice and warm in here. It's about 18 right now, just because I'm doing a fiberglassing project that has to be kept warm. But well, let's just do a general kind of walk around here. That's where we came in. I got my lathe there and my measuring roll around cart / coffee cup holder, tool storage, all important radio, my latest milling machine, which is all manual but still a fantastic machine, the workbench, of course, that my dad gave me many years ago, and I've used it extensively since then. Got some little rack I made for clamps back here. Mini lathe, which is the first lathe I ever had. Still useful. Just built this stand for it, so that was kind of fun. The CNC mini mill, which I've had for probably 5 or 6 years at least, and it's a great little machine for small projects. And it's got the rotary table that I CNC'd too, so it can do rotary operations automatically, which is handy. And the cabinet, the computer cabinet, houses the electronics that run this machine, and that kind of good stuff. I'll just back up here a little bit. Here's my welder unit cart. Just bought that welder a little while ago. It's really great. It's got lots of power now compared to the older one that I had. And back here is not much, just junk. I'm not even sure what's in that box, to tell you the truth. It hasn't been opened for a while. And I'm still kind of moving in here. I haven't got everything arranged the way I want it yet, but my bench grinder on a flanged pipe that I found somewhere one day, knew it'd come in handy for something. My metal cutting bandsaw, which is another fairly new purchase. Great machine. Don't know how I could get by without it when you're working with metal. Drill press. My wood cutting bandsaw, which cuts a lot of aluminum actually. Chop saw, of course. And these beautiful green cabinets that Dad gave me a long time ago. They're awesome. The other project I'm working on, obviously, which most people know, is kind of redoing my dune buggy here. So it's been I cut off the whole roll cage and built this one instead, so it's a little bit bigger and a little more roomy, better to drive. It's got a bigger area at the back here for a gas tank. The shocks are in the right place now. They weren't before, so just all kinds of little fixes. Body panels, which I'll be making out of fiberglass here in the next week or two, since I found out that stuff isn't too bad to work with. So we turn over here and got my table saw, which usually isn't covered with stuff, but this epoxy fiberglassing job takes a lot of room. You need to put stuff all over, and so it's kind of covered right now. This back by the door here, it's this big storage cabinet that I built when I moved in. That cube up there is 24 by 24, so that gives you an idea of how big it is. It's 8 feet tall. Holds all kinds of goodies. On this side I can put longer lengths of material. It's 10-foot ceilings in here, so I can put 10-foot lengths of steel or plastic or whatever. And then I left it off the wall over here so I can slide in sheets of plywood, because it sucks when you don't have anywhere to put raw material like that, so that's pretty good. And then coming into the middle of the shop, I decided to put my CNC router in the middle, which Seems to be a good spot for it. I can get around to all sides if I need to do maintenance or whatever. Here's the cart that belongs with it, which houses the computer and the keyboard, monitor, and all that good stuff. Vacuum, absolutely required. Another one back there, which is a fridge, which is absolutely required in a real man's shop, I guess. And then my main workbench, which is usually covered with junk, but right now it's just got that fiberglass, which is curing right now. So, and this isn't mine, but this is a tube bender, so it bent all the tubing for that roll frame, or roll bar, or roll cage, or whatever. So that's Tristan's, but he built this. This was his garage before, so he located it in the floor here, and I had to borrow it, so I just bolted her back down, which is pretty nice. So, I don't know. Other than that, that's kind of a general look around the whole shop. Got some storage up there, a real electrical panel with real 220 coming out to it, not kind of fake like I had in the other shop. More storage up there, and storage for chemicals and paint and all kinds of stuff up there. Just a kind of a temporary rack there for some stuff. And yeah, it's been a really good space so far. It's really nice to be able to come in and turn on the heat, and it's nice and warm. And another nice feature is, even though it's really dirty, is the concrete floor is very smooth and very flat, so it's easy to sweep up, and it really kind of makes it a joy to be able to sweep up after a day of work when it's covered in sawdust or plastic or whatever, and have it look like brand new again. So that's kind of the general tour of the shop, and I'm really happy to be here, and I hope to spend quite a few years making fantastic stuff out here. See you later.